Hello, is that Lydia?
Hello?
Yes, Lydia, this is Rob Couteau. Your daughter Isabel suggested I call you.
Oh, yes, she did.
How are you?
It sounds interesting.
Good, good.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to speak with you.
Well, I'm not very, well, I'm just lying down because I had people all day.
Oh.
And I'm quite tired, but I'm waking up because I thought it was quite a good idea to talk to you.
Oh, thank you. Good, good, good.
Yes.
You know, over the years, I'm originally from New York, from Brooklyn, and
Yes.
over the years, I have introduced so many people to the marvelous bust of you at the University Village.
Oh, yes. First time I hear somebody talks about it.
Oh, yeah?
Do you know, nobody knows I am such a big sculpture in New York of me. I can't believe it.
Oh, it's like a shrine for me. I just love going there.
Oh,
you know.
how sweet. Yes, well, I was honored to be done by Picasso, I must say.
Oh,
I'll never forget it, yeah.
And did you also have an opportunity to meet Carl Nesjar, the person who
No, I
crafted the
didn't
bust?
meet him. Norwegian.
Well, he
though,
was Norwegian, but he lived in Brooklyn, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah, for some time. Yeah.
Really?
You must feel that was one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. You must feel very special in the presence of that bust in New York, yes?
Oh, yes. Well, you know, I was invited in Bremen, in Germany, in 2014. They exhibited all my portraits.
Yes.
And the man who did that, what's his name? Christoph Grunenberg.
Uh-huh.
He phoned me because he used to be the director of the Tate Gallery in Liverpool.
Yes.
That's where I met him.
Uh-huh.
And one day he phoned me and said, would you like to see all your portraits in one place? And I said, oh, it's a dream. So for 60 years I've been thinking of this. It's marvelous that you think of it.
Yes.
And so it happened. I went to Bremen and they were wonderful. Yeah. To see all the portraits, I was crying.
Oh, yes. You must have been so moved, yes.
I was very moved by them all.
Yes, yes.
He put such love in those paintings, you know. I mean, he was wondering about me.
You know, I've read so much about Picasso, especially the John Richardson books, and I've never heard anyone say what you just said, that he put so much love into the paintings. Maybe you could talk to me about that. That's a very interesting insight.
I think so. He loved me, but as a beautiful inspiration. And also, his children were going with his François Gillot. She took his children away, and of course he was rather sad. He loved children. He wouldn't hurt a fly, I said. And that's why I'm a bit sad about the side of the family who are not grateful to him. I can't believe it.
No, I didn't know that. So you're saying that the children of François Gillot are not grateful to him, or François Gillot herself, or
not really.
Oh, really?
No, because I've tried to talk to Claude. Never. I have a photo of me with him and his sister Paloma. But they ignored me completely.
Oh, that's really sad. You know, I was going to ask you also about if you...
Yes.
Well, I'm jumping ahead of myself, but that's very sad. You know, I lived in Paris.
You live in Paris?
I did live in Paris for 12 years. I was there from 1980, the end of 1988 to the end of 2000. I only came back to the States because my mother died suddenly. I wanted to spend some time with my father, and since then I've been back. But you know, when I lived in Paris, I once met someone who, let's see now. Well, this would have been in the late 90s, and I met someone who I think knew Paloma vaguely. But anyway, he told me that Claude secretly painted, that he owned an island somewhere, and that he would go there and paint. Did you know that?
Never heard.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Very interesting.
So why do you think that they have that ungrateful feeling?
Well,
what do you think that's about?
Well, because you hear awful stories around him, and they never say that how wonderful he was and thoughtful and kind, very generous. He gave me a painting, a drawing, a book with a big signature. He was a very broad-minded man.
Yes,
wonderful.
Absolutely.
And my boyfriend Toby used to come in and talk with him, and he gave him work to do because I refused being paid. I said, no, I'm not being. I'm honored for you to paint me. I didn't want him to say, would you like to wear no clothes on, So I said, no, I love painting. I love sitting for you, which was true. But he was so thoughtful that he made Toby work instead.
Yes.
And Toby made some money with him.
And he loved those chairs that Toby would make.
Yes, Toby made the chairs.
He thought Picasso thought they were very modern. Yes.
Very, very modern. Yes.
And they're featured in some of his paintings as well, as I know, right?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, interesting. He likes those sort of chairs.
Yeah.
Original. And funnily enough, I gave a talk about Picasso and I yesterday in a gallery in Plymouth, and I was saying how Picasso loved chairs, and actually there was a chair in the gallery, and I said to the man, I like that chair. How much is it? Oh, well, I used to sell them. They're handmade by somebody. And I said, oh, well, I love it, but I can't really buy that at the moment. So he said, come on, you take it home.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And he gave me the chair, yes.
That's wonderful.
Sweet.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, lovely.
Lydia, how did we were just talking about the love that Picasso put into his work. Is that just something that you felt intuitively, or what led you to say that or feel that?
Well, I could feel. You know how when you're young, you feel people. He was not at all flirting, at all. He wasn't the type to be, a knowing old man.
Right.
He was 73, and he was like a father figure. And but he tried to make me laugh and like taking me up in a little bedroom. He showed me the place and said, and suddenly he jumped on the bed, And I thought, that's very funny. I'm not jumping too. You see, I thought he was playing a game with me to make me relax.
Was he testing you to see if you were interested in coming into the bed, or was he just playing with you, or something in between?
Well, I think he liked being like a clown.
Like a clown.
But I think he wanted to see what I was like, if I was shocked or come on the bed. But I didn't go on the bed. I looked at him and laughed. I didn't take him seriously, would you believe it?
Yes.
Because he was smaller than I, too.
Oh, that's interesting. How tall are you, Lydia?
Well, I'm not very tall, but I was 5'4" only.
Oh,
but
and he
was
smaller
even smaller.
Wow. Well, that's another thing I was really looking forward to asking you about is, you read these stories about you posing for Picasso, and an outsider like myself, we try to imagine the feeling tone of the atmosphere. And from reading your book, I can see that you're a very, very intuitive person, and you experience a great deal through your sensibility, your emotions, your feelings, not just in a cerebral way. What were you picking up in the atmosphere, those magical hours when you posed for Picasso? What were you picking up in terms of your intuition and feeling? What was the atmosphere like? What was he transmitting to you?
Well, the excitement of being a creator. He was excited at my hair, the beauty of my face, I suppose. He saw lots of things because he loved the Greek and the Egyptian, the Cycladic ladies, all from the east, is towards the east. From Valoris, it's a Mediterranean place, and the Greek were very spiritual people.
Yes.
And Picasso, I'm sure, was very interested in them, and I think he made me look like some of those people, far away, looking in the distance, inward also, because I think, he could see something in me about something that I had been hurt, of course, by my mother's boyfriend,
Right.
and that he was really delicate about, and he could feel it without me telling him anything.
So, your feelings told you that he could feel that, and
yes,
he had
I
that
knew he
ability.
could. I could understand him. I think children, I was like a child, and I'm still childlike. That's one thing, because my mother ran away from religion, schools, everything. I was brought up on an island, swimming and walking bare feet, playing with my brother in the sea. And it's actually wonderful to feel nature before you do anything else. So my mind was not working, and it's still not working. I'm an instinctive person, and feel and love people. It's really so Picasso could feel all that, and he was interested in my presence. And he talked to me. He took me in a barn, for instance, which was with his beautiful old car, Hispano Suiza, he had. And, you have a chauffeur in front, and he sat in the back and said, "Come on in." So I was thinking, shall I go in or not? What will he do? Is it dangerous? You know what I mean? All that went through my mind. It would make a very funny film.
But you took you took the chance, and you went into.
I did. I sat down.
And so what happened? What happened then?
Oh well, he talked to me about his youth and all the things that happened to him, the poetry he wrote, and the poet who died, all these sort of things. The circus people, the saltimbanque. He was extraordinary.
What a magical moment! My gosh.
Yeah, I wish I had been older so I could have talked to him, And of course we might have fallen in love, but I had a boyfriend already who waited for me. He was not jealous, but he could have been.
He could have been.
But he came with us, and Picasso wouldn't work until he'd gone. Yeah, and then we just sat in his studio in silence, like contemplation it was. Wow. He was looking with his black eye, very deep, could see soul. And I would look outside and see the pottery and the life down there. Yes, the hills and the sky. I was a dreamer, and I didn't speak to him. I was shy.
And I recall reading in your memoir that at some point the daughter of, I believe, Marie-Thérèse told you that Picasso said to her, be delicate with her, be sensitive with her, something to that effect, yes?
Yes, that's right, because she's very fragile.
Yes.
How did he know that? Because his daughter was quite powerful, strong, talked loudly, and was sure of herself, I suppose. She's a lovely lady. I met her later in life, and she is quite strong, like Picasso. She looks like him a lot.
Absolutely, yeah.
Black eyes.
You said something very interesting before about that he gave. I never thought about this before, but that he gave you a kind of faraway gaze in an Egyptian modality, and that's very true, because one of the first pieces he did of you with your hair in the famous ponytail. It has a pharaonic look to it, like a sphinx-like look to it.
Yes, like a sphinx. That's right, like a sphinx, or even a figurehead, on boats. But there's nothing erotic in the pictures.
Yes,
That's another.
he picked. Now that's very interesting, also because of all the difficulties you had around sexuality because of your being emotionally abused and physically abused by your mother's partner. You know, Picasso in general his artwork can be powerfully sexual, and yet when he portrayed you,
no, I was like a holy temple.
Yes, and I almost wonder if that was just an unconscious intuition on his part, or just that he was being delicate with you. But somehow he knew not to include that in his
No.
or maybe he just was picking up something from you that was not sexual at all, and that's how it was transferred into the work. I don't know what it is, but it's quite mysterious, isn't it?
I think it's spiritual. He could feel because I became a Subud member.
You became a what? Oh, yes.
Subud is in the book.
Right.
Papak and Subud father. And that came to me when I was in the 60s, 62. Before I had my daughter Isabel.
Yes.
I heard about my Subud father.
Yes.
And he was amazing. And so I still do the exercise of Subud, which is the worship of God with submission and trust and sincerity. And women do that together, and men separate rooms.
Interesting.
Because you want to be a better woman. You don't want men to look at you if you roll on the floor, put your legs up. Whatever happens, you follow.
Right. Well, this is very interesting that you bring this up, because I really wanted to discuss with you the relationship between the creative and the spiritual, which is a big part of your book, a big part of your life. Also wanted to ask you, how do you think Picasso saw that relationship? Do you think that what he was doing was something that was being channeled from a very spiritual place? You know, John Richardson even compares him to the shaman, the shamanic tradition. What do you think about all that?
I think he was interested in the spirituality from within, but not the church. Really.
Yes, right.
Something else. And I suppose, but he could see, because my mother brought us up like wild children. And actually, I think it's sad that children go to school too early because they miss the nature. And nature is a great teacher, a healing force. You know, when my marriage broke down, I went up the hills here and the river rolling down. And it's healing to hear a river going down under the bridge. It healed me, nature. And the animals. Of course, I had 3 cats here. And they were always with me. They were magic. I mean, I love cats and dogs, all animals. But they healed me. Extraordinary stories about them.
Well, you had an amazing childhood. You know, the experience you had on the island, and then you went to a very special educational school. Maybe we could talk about that. And then you had artistic parents. I mean, it seems inevitable that you would have been involved with the arts eventually.
Well, my father was a picture dealer and very good artist himself. And actually, it's him who told me to put my hair in that style. He said, you know, Lydia, I saw a play, a Greek drama, and the girl in the play was the beautiful hairstyle of a ponytail very high up in the Greek manner. That's how I did it for him. I did it for my dad, whom I didn't see very much.
Right.
Because he was married, you know, and life is like that. And he was cross with me to have brought back a boyfriend from Summerhill. He always said to me, I wish you to bring back an Englishman with a Rolls Royce, but not one without a job.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's right. You were in Summerhill. I couldn't remember. That's right.
Summerhill School. My mother, you see, read all those books. She loved the way Neil brought children out.
You brought up the ponytails, so we have to talk about Bridget Bardot. Tell me your Bridget Bardot story. I love that story.
That story. Well, she went to see Picasso, and she wrote her own autobiography. And she said, I went to see Picasso, but as he had already done Sylvette David, he didn't want to do me also. I thought that was very
That's wonderful.
funny, yeah. Because I met, my life crossed their paths with Vadim on the Croisette, near the film. We used to go there to look at the film festival, Toby and I, and we noticed each other walking. She had brown hair, and she turned blonde after that. She became a beautiful blonde.
So your impression was that she noticed you, your blonde hair, and your special ponytail, and it was from that she changed her look.
And
yes?
I suppose she saw Paris Match with me in it, and went to see Picasso. But she was more beautiful than me in a way, more sexy, really. I wasn't sexy. I was running away from sex. Funny, isn't it? And Picasso could see that. He was an angel. Oh.
It's very interesting because I have seen photographs of Brigitte Bardot's visit to Picasso, and it's probably always a mistake to read too much into a single image from a camera. But my impression in these pictures is that Picasso's persona is much more machismo and flirtatious with her, whereas with you, he's very gentle, almost like a fatherly figure,
And when they say he was a bad father, I can't believe it. Because, of course, his son Paul had a wife, and she had 2 children. He had 2 children with that wife, and they both drank a lot. And I think the poor children got hurt, and Picasso might have got fed up because he didn't drink much.
Oh, you're saying that Francois Gillot drank a lot?
No, the wife of Polo.
Oh, the wife of Polo. Oh, well, she was a bit
Polo,
crazy. She was a bit crazy, wasn't she?
I don't know, but I never met her really, but I know they both drank, and the poor children in middle of that was not very good.
Yes. Well, it's very tempting for so many people to paint someone as either black or white, and a complex person is not black or white. There's a lot of middle grays,
I know. Well,
people talk about how stingy he was, for example. Well, I met this young girl in Paris.
I can't believe it.
Oh, absolutely not. I met this young girl in Paris whose family owned a Picasso drawing because her grandmother was in the hospital and happened to be in the same room as Picasso in the hospital when he was there for some minor problem. And he did a drawing of her and gave it to her.
There you are. He was very generous, really. He would do that. So many people have had little drawings. Oh, he gave me a book, too, with a signature, à mes chers fiancés, Toby and I on it. It's sweet. Toby had a beard, and I had the ponytail. And he put, to my dear fiancé, bisous, how do you say it in English?
Kisses, bisous, yeah. Hug or kiss, yeah.
Yes, it's sweet. And so he liked us both, I think. He was going back to his youth with us, maybe.
Lydia, do you think you would have become an artist if you had not met Picasso? Because you did have these artistic
parents. I had my parents, yes.
Right? So that was an inevitable thing for you, I think, yes?
I think so. It was a step up.
Yes.
Because actually he opened my heart in some way to creativity. He talked to me and said, nothing like creativity to be happy.
Oh, he said that to you?
I really did. Nothing like creativity. I didn't forget that. Because I always think of him, and now I paint my own portrait a la Picasso a bit, but my style too. I have a website. I don't know if you've looked
I've seen your website, and I have your book in front of me, and I absolutely love your style. And when you were writing in your book about how you paint, and how at the beginning you just get the colors down nice and watery, and then you go over them with India ink, and things start to emerge. I wanted to bring this up with you, that this is very close, very similar to what Renoir would do with his oil paintings. I don't know if you know that.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, his son wrote, his son, the famous filmmaker, he wrote a wonderful book called My Father, and he talked about the painting process.
I was never a big reader.
Book person, I know, yes.
And now I'm not seeing very well. So it's hard work to read, and I listen to my iPad to different books. So I like that, but I can't read every book.
But this is very close to your process when you work. You know, he would get very. The son said he'd make it nice and juicy, is the word he used,
lovely,
and then the images would start to emerge and clarify, and that's sort of what you do, isn't it?
Yes, that's what I do. Isn't that interesting? I didn't know about that. Somebody told me that Leonardo da Vinci used to do that on the walls. He could see shapes.
Yes,
before.
That's right.
And I do it like that. I do it.
That's right.
That's why there's a lot of people, tablecloths and flowers. The flowers give me the color, and it's wonderful. And, I get woken up suddenly at the moment, and I have to go and paint. Something comes to my mind. Amazing.
Do you, what's your normal work routine? Do you wake up and go right to work, or is there a different time of day that you work? Or
I don't. I'm not very disciplined.
I see.
When I feel like it, I go there and paint.
You just follow your feeling.
Yeah, I follow my feeling.
What about with Picasso? Did he have a specific routine that he followed with you?
Well, as I didn't live with him, I forgot how many times a week he would ask me to come. I forgot them because we had no telephone in those days. I don't know how old you are, but
61.
Oh, very good age. Yeah. You were not born. Yeah. Anyway, it's nice to talk to you. What are you going to do? Are you going to write something or what?
Well, I would love to publish this interview with you and to write something about your work and your relationship with Picasso and anything that comes to mind, to get some more people to visit the wonderful bust of Sylvette at the University Village. And I understand there's about 8 or 9 of them all around the world, right?
Well, actually, no. There's one in Rotterdam.
Okay.
On a square somewhere in Rotterdam. A beautiful one. And there's one in New York.
Oh, there's only 2? I thought there were a few more than that. I see.
Well, he made lots of metal ones. Folded metal. He did more than that, maybe 10, I don't know. But maybe 5 or 6.
And I also recall reading back in, I think, 2005 that he wanted to, this is called Nesjar, wanted to donate one of them, I think, to Sweden, and there was a big uproar in the village. A lot of the feminists got very upset because Picasso was, in their mind, was nothing but a womanizer and blah, blah, blah. And so then, isn't that horrible,
Horrible.
And then these...
That's why I keep talking and saying, sorry, Picasso was the most kind man I ever met. And I was frightened of men. And... so he was extraordinary, really.
He treated you very well?
Yeah, very well treated. Very kind. And
did he encourage you to work as an artist?
Yes, he did. He said that's the most special thing to do art because you are happy when you do it.
And I read I'm sorry,
all your problem. You forget your problem. It's like...
And I read somewhere, Lydia, that you began sketching while you would pose for him. Is that true?
I don't know. No, I don't think I did. But I did sketch at home. But I never painted quite, really. But they were bad when I started painting.
Right.
And they were all spiritual painting. Would you believe it? They were Madonnas, a bit Italian, like Giotto.
Oh, interesting.
I love the Italian.
Interesting.
Yeah, I love it.
Somewhere in your book, this really popped out for me when I was reading your book.
Oh, yeah.
And please tell your daughter, thank you for putting this book together. She did a marvelous job. You must have been thrilled.
We did it together.
Yeah.
I talked to her because I couldn't write it. And I talked to her and she did it marvelous.
Wonderful.
Very clever girl, I thought.
I think so.
Because she did it as if it was me talking.
Yes.
And it's rather quite like me.
Yes, absolutely. What really popped out for me at some point, you were talking about, I believe, a friend of yours who got involved in a spiritual tradition of some type, and as soon as she did, she no longer was working artistically, and she realized. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, that was Fatuna.
Okay.
She said to me, will it stop me painting, do my work? I said, well, you never know God's will. He might. But he might make you do something else, which is according to your inner way, inner state.
Right. But I thought that was very telling in terms of the fact that there is such a spiritual dynamic at work.
Awakening.
Creative,
Awakening. An awakening into the inner and the space of the universe, actually. So I like this because I was Subud for years, and Subud is the same sort of thing, really.
I see.
It's a learning process through letting go and receiving.
How would you compare that process of letting go and receiving to what you do as a painter? Is it a similar thing? It's the same. It
becomes like it, yes. You go into another dimension, another world, that's it, and you feel peaceful.
Yes.
You know, Jesus said, when 2 or 3 are gathered, I am in the midst of them.
Yes.
And I feel that contact with other people is very important because you see different things and you learn through other contact with people. You learn a lot of yourself and others. Yes, and it's this is the thing about Picasso and I. We sort of helped each other. And I was young, so I say often that it's a shame that the young and the old don't mix so much now anymore.
I agree with you about that.
Yeah. Because the young help the old, and the old help the young, and it's a circle. It's good. It's really good.
How do you feel that you helped? How do you feel that you helped him? It's clear how he helped you, but how would you say that you helped each other there?
Well, because I consoled him of his loss of his children, and he could feel something about me, which helped him to console himself, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And when you do something for others, it rebounds and comes to you.
Absolutely.
And Jesus said something about that. You get 100-fold. If you give, you get back. If you give with sincerity and, you get it back 100-fold or whatever he says. I'm not very good at remembering.
Yes. Well, I think the idea also is what you're saying is you open your heart, and then the other person can open their heart, and then there's something very special between the two. You sensed that he was upset.
Divine.
You sensed that he was upset about the loss of his children, or did he openly speak about that too?
No, he didn't speak.
You just sensed it, huh?
I sensed it because he did lots of painting of them, drawing with them, and you could feel he cared about them.
Yeah.
And he loved Françoise, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But she got fed up, I don't know why. Because Jacqueline was in the pottery.
Yes. Have you read her book about him, by the way?
No, I haven't read
My Life with Picasso. It's actually a very interesting book.
I know. I wish I could have been a reader, but I was not.
Yeah. Well, I believe she met him when she was about 26 and he was 62. And it was in, I believe, Le Dumago or the Café Flora. But it's very interesting because she was a painting student. herself.
Yes, that's
and
right.
she had aspirations to be an artist, and so she
I know.
kept notes when she would speak with him. So the dialogue in the book is very fresh, and one of the wonderful things in the book,
Yeah.
he says to her,
Mm.
he's critiquing one of her paintings, and he said to her, if you can master 10 colors, only paint with 8. If you can only master 6, paint with 4. If you can only master 4, paint with 2. And she said, why? What do you mean? And he said, because then your power that you hold in reserve comes through, and you're not straining yourself. And so there's all these amazing little stories for artists in that book,
I'm sure it was a good book.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did say something about me. I don't think it was very nasty. I don't think it was, but I can't. People told me.
You did. You don't think it was nasty? You said, or you do?
I don't know what she wrote about me. Do you remember?
I don't recall her saying anything about you in the book. I know she was upset because he was involved. He became involved with someone later on, and
Jacqueline, you mean Jacqueline?
No, it was a woman who just sort of came and went quickly into his life.
Oh, Geneviève Laporte?
Possibly.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've read it, but it's a very embittered book. You get a sense that this is an embittered person, and everything has to be weighed with a grain of salt in that book.
But you know something? When you're married to somebody, it's quite different than being, being...
Yeah.
When you're involved in a relationship, it's very difficult. Like I have a friend, and he's coming to eat soon, and he'll say, "Where's my dinner?" "Where's my dinner?"
Oh,
he's
that's
coming.
funny.
And he goes singing at 7:15. Anyway,
you did meet Jacqueline Roque briefly. That was in your book, yes.
Who?
Picasso's last wife. You had a brief meeting
Jacqueline
with her,
Roque.
right?
She was nice to me.
She was
very
nice to you, yeah.
Yeah, not at all horrible.
What was your very last meeting with him like?
Well, he was getting old. He couldn't hear me very well, and my daughter was about 2 years old, and it was all right. We met him, but we didn't talk much. And Isabel made him turn around on the chair. It was a swirling chair. So we didn't say long, just said hello and bye-bye. It was in 1965, quite a long time after.
Did you have a sense that was the last time that you would see him?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Yes, I did, because he was getting old, and I was getting married and divorced and all sorts.
Oh, he must have been very happy to see you.
Yes, I know he was. I had heartbreaks, you read it, I bet.
Yes.
And that was very tricky. But it made me have an amazing experience of God.
You've led an absolutely amazing life, and one of the wonderful things about your book is how open it is. You open your heart and your mind, and you really let us in. And it's just a wonderful experience to read about your life because of that.
Oh, thank you. Where did you find the book?
I went online and went to your. I believe I went to your website. Because as I said, Sylvette is always on my mind because of my visits to University Village. So you've always been somewhere in there in the background. So I said, let me see what Sylvette's up to, and I saw the book, and I said, I have to talk to her now. We'll have to do an interview.
Oh, hey. I wish you would come down and visit in Devon.
Oh, I'd love to visit you in Devon.
Hey, why don't you? Because, I should go and cook that dinner.
All right.
But I haven't got your phone number. And you could send it to my email.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I've got an email. Yeah?
Very good. Thank you, Sylvette.
So I don't want to not see you maybe one day.
I would love to see you. I think it would be quite possible that I could do that this coming year.
Okay, that would be lovely.
Would you
And
like
you
that?
live
Yeah.
in London? Yeah.
No, I'm actually in a little bit north of New York City.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Wow.
I'm in a little college town here. It's very pretty, lots of nature, but it's only
Yeah.
90 minutes north of New York City.
Oh.
And that's why I get a chance to visit you in University Village so often, when I come down to the city.
Of course, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I've never been to New York yet. I need an invitation with my daughter.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah. We
Who
could have you
knows?
come by.
Maybe.
How is your daughter doing? Is she well?
She's a sculptor, my daughter.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she carves stone, and she did a Madonna for an abbé. And now she's got a commission to do a Jesus on the cross in wood.
Oh, how wonderful.
Wonderful, yeah. She's very artistic. All my children are, and I have a daughter in London who's a potter, very good potter.
Oh, very good.
Alice, yeah, she married a famous rugby man called Laurence Delalio.
Oh, yes, his picture is in your book. Yes, he's a
Yes,
very
he is.
good-looking, strong-looking man. Yeah.
Oh, very nice, and he
Yeah.
wrote a nice thing about me, yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so you're in New York now?
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm in a little college town, but it's only 90 minutes directly north of New York City, and that's where I am right now.
Yes, and you're phoning from so far away.
Yeah.
How many hours are you back or forth?
We are 5 hours earlier in the day than you, so we're in the afternoon right now.
You're in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Well, I wish I could see you one day.
Yes, I would love to, Sylvette.
But if you write something, well, let me know.
Yes, I will. I'm going to, I'm recording our call. I hope that's okay.
Oh, that's fine.
And I'll transcribe it and edit it, get it nice and tight, and then I might have some more questions to ask you, if that's
anytime.
okay. All right.
Yeah, you're called Rob.
Yeah, my name is Rob Couteau.
Lovely.
My last name is Couteau, like on fourchette un couteau.
Oui, well, le couteau,
Yes. It's an old French name from hundreds of years ago.
You must be from France too, yeah.
About 200 years ago.
Yes,
Yeah.
like Corbett, I think it's French too.
Yes.
My husband, English husband, that was.
Yes.
The second I had, yeah. And now I've got a boyfriend, but he's a friend. He lives in his house.
I think you talked about him in your book, right? You both live in separate houses, right? I hope he's treating you well.
Yeah, he's very kind, yeah.
Good.
We go to concerts together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And I don't know if your daughter mentioned in the email I sent, but I'm also, besides a writer, I'm also a painter. All my life I've worked in oil paint, yeah.
Oh, lovely.
So
Send me a picture.
I would love to.
Send me a picture.
Yeah, I would love to, sure.
Love to see.
Sure.
Anyway, it's lovely to talk to you. And do ring me anytime. I love to hear.
Thank you, Lydia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No, it's a pleasure. I love talking about it because things come up. When you're not... you go back to your youth when you get old.
Yes.
And I'm 83 now. So I go back into my youth like yesterday.
Yes. Well, you're a beautiful 83. I have to tell you that.
You're sweet. Have you seen me somewhere?
I have. In your book, online. I think you're a beautiful 83.
Oh, thank you.
So.
Anyway, life is good, and continue writing and painting. Nothing like art, yeah.
Yes, Lydia. Thank you so much. We'll talk again soon, I hope.
Yes, I hope so.
All right.
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye now.
Rob.
Take care.